Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz.
And Taz.
And we're teaming up here on Adelshoven. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, yes. We are rolling the fields. That is exactly what you guys noticed first off the bat. You betcha. Second thing that you may have noticed, Taz is doing an amazing job up there, really just showing me up, maneuvering the tractor with such skill and precision. Oh man, it is just absolutely uncanny. Ooh, I tell you what, good times. I'll let him. I guess I'll just run in front here, get out of his way. Yes, we made the decision. Taz twisted my arm. He held my face underneath water for an extended period of time, and I reluctantly got rid of my tractor. Oh, it hurt so bad. I tell you what, it was painful, but I tell you what, I really like this little thing. This is the Ford 3 Series, I think it is. I think it just came out on Mod Hub just this past week here. It's pretty darn slick. Taz and I, we actually were looking at some tractors, throwing some stuff around. There was another tractor that we were probably going to end up getting for me, but the price of it was kind of expensive. This one here was, I think, ended up being, well, let me put it this way. The price that you can go ahead and pay for this is like $66,000. So there's that going for you. When I sold my tractor, I got 31 and we didn't quite have enough money. So what Taz and I ended up doing is we actually searched through the wanted ads for a little while, and we actually found a used one. This little bad mamma jamma has some wear on it. It has some tear, although the wear and tear didn't show up. I'll have to fix that and change that on here so we got that right. But as you can see, it already has 20 operating hours on it, so we ended up talking them down and got 15 grand knocked off of the total. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I know I sure don't, but like I said, I will go ahead and change and put the wear back up how it's supposed to be. I must not have fiddled around with that correctly. And actually, once I get off to the side here, I'm going to take a second and do that right now. Alright, and just like that, we have our damage right where it's supposed to be. That was a my bad. So, like I said, we got this thing. It was used. Not too shabby. I will leave a description down below of the mod. I've been trying to go about doing that with all the mods that we're using on here. Pretty darn slick. I really do like this thing. I was actually very impressed with it, to be 100% honest with you. Now, I did end up getting the largest horsepower that we could possibly get for this thing, which really wasn't a ton if you look at all horsepower things. Coming over here, we'll take a peek at this really quick. It does come here, the 10 Series 3. That's what this is, and it also comes with this guy as well. It's part of the same pack. You have the smaller one, which is 68 to 105 horsepower, and you have the one that's a little bit larger, which was 105 to 136. Now, how we paid 66 for this one, or how the price ended up being 66, we ended up throwing GPS. I got a front loader on it and whatnot, so it is pretty darn slick. The smaller one, the bigger one actually comes with a nifty silver Jubilee option, which is actually pretty darn slick. Like I said, I don't remember the modder off the top of my head. I will make sure I have all that information down in the description below. But with this being said, this actually gives Taz and I the opportunity to do more things together. Unfortunately, we did end up running into a slight problem that actually Taz pointed out. The current seeder that we have, now that we both have tractors that are roughly the same horsepower, that's correct, Taz. Your horsepower is right about at the 136 range too.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought. Our horsepowers are both really low, so the seeder that we actually have might be a little too much for our tractors to handle. So we're probably going to end up having to part ways with that thing. We might as well do it now versus later. I just think that might not be that bad of an idea. Uh, we'll keep on trucking along, though, getting this stuff done. I'm not 100% sure what else we're going to be doing today. The sun is getting low in the sky. I'm not too sure. I know we have our olives that we're going to have to do something with here. Myself personally, I'm not used to playing on multiple days per month. I'm really used to playing on just 1 day months and all that stuff. So I just got to hammer everything out as fast as I possibly can. Uh, but we still have tomorrow to take care of the olives. Taz, what all do we have to do with the olives yet to get them ready?
I think it's just mulching.
Just mulching? We don't have to subsoil or anything like that? I
or
can't remember.
or both maybe.
Okay.
Need to check in that place.
All right. We'll take a peek at that. Either way, that means it's tiger time, so that's awesome. The nice little super tigers we got rocking and rolling. I'm saying goodbye. Saying goodbye to that little bugger. It's a nice little cedar. I really do like that one. It is a modded cedar. I will make sure that I go ahead and throw that one down in the description as well. That one is on Mod Hub. It is available for everyone to go ahead and grab on their own. So we'll make sure that that one gets out there. It is really, really nice. We'll actually take just a second here and look at that one really quick. So like I said, it is on Mod Hub. Again, I'm very unprepared for a lot of the stuff. I just don't have the information on what it is. But it is the Rapid 300C. We have this one right here is the one we have. We could go with this guy, and this is 100 liters. It's direct drill, so it's one thing to go about doing. I'm not sure what we're necessarily going to go with off the top, but I think Taz and I were talking, and I think we're possibly going to get 2 of the Amazons, or do you think we're just going to get one there, Taz?
With the current situation, we can go with
Okay. Then maybe that might.
money wise.
Oh,
Also, I
that's
can
right.
throw the second one.
Okay. So that might be what we end up doing here, but this is a nice little mod. It is direct drill. You can either have it set up where you can have fertilizer in it, 2 tanks, or just none. It is pretty slick. It's a nice little pack. If you guys are out there, especially with precision farming, the way that is, where everything has to be direct drilled to get everything your very best, not a bad little option. It's cheap, it's 6 meters, and it does the trick. I mean, 4 meters, sorry. It's 4 meters and it does the trick. It is super, super cool. So if you guys have an opportunity, that one's pretty darn neat. All right. So Taz, are you on your way up to the shop at this moment, or?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Keep ourselves rocking and rolling up there. We'll take a peek at the cedar that he's going to grab. I can't wait. I'm very, very impatient when it comes to this sort of stuff. I just can't do it. The one downfall that I'm noticing with this tractor, it has a max speed of 19 miles an hour, and whew, I like to drive fast. I really do like to drive fast, so you know what I may end up doing here? No, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll kind of take a look at what we got going on over here. I'm going to pop the map up here for just a second so we can hop on over here and take a look at our field. Because I believe we've gone ahead and we've rolled our field out here, this field 21. It's been planted, it's been rolled, so we're good that way. We have our sunflowers right next to us here. Those should be ready pretty darn soon. Let's take a look at the map really quick here. Okay, not as soon as I thought. We're going to ignore that little spot down there. But not as soon as I thought. But as we come up here and we take a look at our olives, I don't remember which. I think this is us right here. I think we may be pretty close to olives coming up, I think. So we'll definitely have to get all that stuff taken care of, what we're looking at right there. I'm pretty stoked for it. Oh, shoot. Why am I driving that way? Taz, I think Taz got... did you end up getting 2 of those, Taz, or just 1?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Then I guess my lollygagging over here isn't helping us out. I got to get up to the shop and get that taken care of.
I hope you were looking at the same one that I got.
Was it the 4 or the 3? Meter-wise. The D8?
The meter 4.
Okay, I think, yeah, we were looking at the same one. Either way, I trust your judgment, Taz. It's my judgment that's really in question most of the time. Oh, man. We had a couple neat little things that just happened recently here. I think I may have... No, it wasn't this. It was something else. We ended up having our brand new community server pop up here. It's a community server we run on Farm Sim here. Taz is my right-hand man, making sure things are running properly the way they should. It's open to anyone and everyone who wants to jump in and join on it. There's a link down below in the comments, or not in the comments, in the description for Discord. There you can find all the information to come on and join us. And we're actually going ahead and playing on Riverview Farm. It's pretty darn slick, I tell you what. Kind of impressed by that. Pretty darn sweet. There goes Taz, rocking and rolling with the cedar. Gotta love it. I'm excited. Other news we've had happen here is that Giants, they released, or not released, they announced that they're going to have a free DLC coming up. I know I like free. Not too sure about how we're going to put the DLC into things that we're using here on our stuff. But I definitely know there's a niche group of people that can go ahead and use some of that. It's the augers or grain elevators, whatever the heck you want to, whatever terminology that you go about using for them. So that's kind of neat to see Giants throwing out some free DLCs for us as we rock and roll. Oh shoot, one of the things, we gotta take a peek in this. Take a peek in this thing here. Oh, Taz, you know what? I probably should get rid of this tractor.
Why?
There's no cup holders for my coffee. That's not good.
Oh.
Jeez. How can you have a tractor with no cup holders for coffee? Son of a gun. Oh, man. Alright, let's get this thing in here like this. Let's see if we can get this all set up right here. This is kind of a... I'll take it. It's kind of a weird location for everything to spawn. Everything spawns really close to the building here. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get up to get things. A smaller implement like this with a smaller tractor is not too bad, but looks pretty darn cool. I like it. So what I'm going to go about doing here is we'll head back onto the farm, and I don't know, we'll catch you tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and guess that might be where we see you next, but I guess wherever we see you next it's where we'll see you next. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Taz over here is demonstrating his pallet massive skills here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We're going ahead and just testing to make sure that the front loader that we had for Taz's tractor actually is going to work for mine as well. It does, and since Taz was here, just rocking and rolling will make magic happen. So prices right now are September 2nd prices. September is the absolute highest price for raisins and the absolute highest price for grape juice. So what we're going to go about doing here is making a quick little sale of sorts. Mainly because we need some money for purchasing some other items. So let's take a peek at what we're sitting at right here for prices. Contracts. Nope. There we go. So grape juice right here. This is, like I said, September highest price, and then it drops like a stone. Same thing for raisins, highest price, and then it drops like a stone. So we're going to go ahead and sell these. Land handle seems to be the highest price for the raisins, and the highest price for the grape juice as well. So I think that's where we're going to go about doing this stuff, taking it off for a little roll. As you can see in the back of the tractor, we have our implements for going ahead and doing our olives. So we'll probably end up taking care of that after a little bit as well. I guess one of the things I completely forgot about this, Taz, one of the things we can do is we can go ahead and operate our open garden that's here. I completely forgot about this. One of the neat things about this is by Omatana. Is that correct, Taz?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Correct.
Nope, I want to go like this. One of the neat things is we can do tomatoes, lettuce, strawberry, potatoes just by adding water, or you can have an option of doing tomatoes, seed, and solid fertilizer, or tomatoes, seed, and manure. Obviously, it's not that. It's just water, fertilizer, water, seeds, and fertilizer, and you get different stuff out. Obviously, if you go about doing water, it's a 1-for-1. It is what it is. But if you go and do it this way, it's a little bit more than a 1-for-1. You're getting much more bang for your buck if you're going ahead and using seeds and manure, which makes sense. And same thing for, solid fertilizer. Solid fertilizer and manure. You get more bang for your buck doing that. And with that being said, then we can possibly go ahead and if we're doing tomatoes, we can make some tomato paste or tomato sauce. Sorry about that. Can't even read. Or we can go about making mixed salads. We have these options for continuing to do different things here. So that might be one of those things that we'll end up jumping on here and getting going. At a minimum, we can probably go ahead and throw water down and, maybe start with water or something down that line. Are we all loaded up, Taz?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Then I guess I'll hop in here.
And I checked the prices for the honey. It's gonna go highest in March.
Highest in March? Okay. Then maybe we'll end up having to...
I left it.
Yeah, maybe we'll end up having to, at some point, find a production point that can go ahead and... not a production point, not a pallet storage, but something like that. Some places to store the pallets for the time being, just to get them well out of here. Oh man, actually, come to think of it, I'm not entirely sure. I think no, that's not land handle. There's land handle. That's where I thought it was, but I wanted to double check that. So we got a little bit of a ride right here. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll make that trip, and I'll see you guys when we get there. I think we can do it. I think we can. At least that's what I think the truck is saying. I know I'm saying that on the inside. I probably shouldn't have filled up the rear of the truck bed with all of our implements for doing the preparation for the olives, but well, bad decisions were made, so I guess it is what it is. And I'm actually, as you can see, there's so much weight on there that I'm actually only running on the front two wheels of the trailer. I guess the other thing is I probably should have picked the other trailer. That's on me. That really is on me for that one. So coming down here in the land handle. Now, land handle is kind of a neat name because I remember that from, oh geez, what map was that? Kleinsland. Kleinsland had a land handle on it too, and it was pretty neat to kind of see that name transfer over. Looks like there might be a seed selling point or a buying point right here. This actually reminds me a lot of Haute-Belleron, I think, the way this is set up. So this probably is not going to accept anything right here. Let me undo that. Yeah, that's not going to accept anything right here. So we probably have to come around to this location right over here, and I think this will actually be where all of our stuff starts selling. Yep, right here. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Holy cats. Did you see that money go up? 12 grand for just that little bit. Son of a gun. Now we're going to be able to buy... Well, we're going to be able to buy matching t-shirts, I think. I don't know, something. We'll think of something way to spend that money. Actually, Taz, what were we gonna spend that money on? I know we needed to sell this stuff for a reason, but I don't remember off the top of my head what for.
Yeah, the mulcher was requiring the 150 horsepower, one of the two.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The mulcher, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
and do we want second front loader, or are we
Uh,
gonna go with one for now?
it wouldn't hurt. I would say it probably wouldn't hurt for moving forward. We have some cash right now. We might as well do it, especially if we get to a point where we're having to pick stones up out of the field. It'll be just easier if we're both out there rocking and rolling. I don't know. If you guys are wondering, Taz and I, this normal asking questions and doing a little bit of chit chat, that's normally what we end up doing here when we're not doing any of our recording, just kind of talking about how we want to move forward. Maybe different things that we see on different maps, stuff that just happens in normal days that we go ahead and live our lives, I guess. Best way to say it. Just the normal everyday interactions we have in our lives and whatnot. But yeah, we kind of talk about what we're doing here and there, and just kind of make a go at it. I'll do what I can to try and get a little bit more of the little interactions that we have in here. I think it does. I think that, honestly, guys, you hear me talk enough as is. I think you guys are really here for Taz. I think that's what it comes down to. So I'm going to do everything I can to make that a little bit nicer scenario for everyone. And oh shoot, that's right. Actually, if I go the other way, let's go around this, because I know if we go the other way, it's actually a shorter route. All right. Well, I'm lost. I'm going to send up a smoke flare and see if, or a smoke signal, and see if Taz can find me. So we'll probably, I guess I'll just catch up with you guys when we get by the olives, or Taz will catch up to you when we get to the olives. I don't know. Olives or bust. I think that's where we got to go. Olives or bust at this point. Man, this is actually a pretty bumpy road back over here.
And I guess we should start with mulching first.
Mulching first? Alright.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, Taz. Let's see here. I think it's this first section here that's us. I'll take and pull the truck up a little bit farther here. And I'll double check that while we're looking, or while you're kind of getting that stuff off. Yeah, we're going ahead and we're gonna, yeah, it is this first two sections, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, these first two sections, just like the grapes. So we got this section here and this section here. I'll tell you what, guys, this is pretty darn slick. This is just an incredibly nice view. I know I had talked about this on my map tour of Adelshoven. This is just a nice map for having that opportunity to try everything out here. A lot of different options, a lot of different really cool things that you get to do. Neat little landscapes. Even the road that we took to get here was pretty darn slick. You said mulching first?
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, that's right. I know why.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. I forgot. I put down the tension straps so that we wouldn't lose any of this stuff while we were driving around.
It was off, but, well.
Yeah, I just put that's just how I stack the stuff on here. We'll end up having to get over here anyways. Oops. Turn the truck off. We don't need to waste all the fuel. There we go.
You know, we're not making our own fuel yet.
Yeah, we're not making our own fuel yet. That's what we call a teaser.
I found something. Did you drop some stuff here?
No, son of a gun, would you look at that? How'd you go? Can you grab it, Taz? I didn't even...
Pasture Sovereign.
$50,000, holy cats. Yikes. Well, you know what, Taz? Oh, shoot, we can't do it right now. But I think we should go ahead and take some of that newfound cash we just got and put GPS on these things, on the little tigers. I think that might not be a bad idea. Taz and I had been talking about that quite a bit here. I'm still floored. I'm sorry. I'm still floored that I drove right over that and didn't even see it. I'll have to make sure I go back and take a peek at things at the recording on that, but I can't even believe we did that. So how did you want to go about doing this?
Do you want to put those GPSs on right now, or?
Yeah, we can go ahead. We can go ahead and do that. Everybody, hang tight right where you're at. We will be back in just a second with GPSs. Stand by. It is coming. So guys, you may not be able to see it, but this is one lean, mean Super Tiger with GPS. Oh yes, you betcha. As you can see, cash has gone down. Taz actually has himself set up there. He's rocking and rolling with the GPS as well. And what he's doing at the moment is helping me out an absolute ton. He's going ahead and getting GPS set up, an actual program, I think. Creator load track first. Oh gosh, not this again. There we go. So all I should have to do is click auto width, come over here, click on Tiger. Tiger should be what we're on.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Enabled guidance steering, offset no, headlands no, show lines yes. Otherwise I get confused and it doesn't help me out at all. Oh, perfect. So that's all set and ready to go. Go ahead and kind of get myself set up here. You know, if you go ahead and you take a look at this, I think this,
to shift the path of GPS, you press Alt and page up or page down.
Okay.
To shift left or right. I think it is Alt and page up, page down.
Okay. I think what I have might be okay.
You know, for me it's kind of muscle memory to press the buttons.
Yes.
And then I have to explain which one it is. It tends to get harder.
I gotcha. Yeah, it seems to be working pretty darn slick. Now, if you guys go ahead and you take a look at this, this is what I find absolutely hilarious. I get it, and I like it, and I love it a lot. You come up here and you take a look at the small tractors. You go to the Tiger. It's $7,500. Yeah, the GPS is $15. Oh, to add GPS, it triples the price of the tractor. It really is pretty darn slick. I'll take it for what it is, especially now that we're not crashing into anything. And kind of like we had gone over a little bit. I know we've beaten the Tiger to death and the Antonio Carrera pack to death when it comes to what we're doing here. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Let's get this set up right here. I'm actually going to go, like you said, page up or page down. And I'm...
Alt. And page up, page down.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm sliding that over just a little bit. Sounds good. Looks good, I think. Get that on there. Drop that. Have it shuffle along. Like I said, I know we've kind of beaten this Antonio Carrera pack to death. But at the end of the road, or the end of this row back here, like it was back over there, that's where these little machines come in really nice and really handy. Obviously, doing the groves and all that stuff, it does make a lot of sense too. But once you get to the end on the other side, there's really no room to turn around. Now, if you're going ahead and you're rocking and rolling with one of the in-game tractors that you can go ahead and use, like that really little Fent and that really little, I think, New Holland, I want to say it is, turning around down on the end is almost impossible. But all these Antonio Carreras, they give you that opportunity to go ahead and they have that articulating center, I guess is the best way to say it. that internal nougat. All right, let's get this going here. Actually, let me back this up. Let's see how it looks over here. Yeah, it's all gonna get screwy, so I might as well go ahead and do this. Oh my gosh, I'm almost sideways in the grove, Taz. Then I guess if we didn't have that, going the wrong way. I guess if we didn't have that articulated, I wouldn't have that opportunity to get sideways in the grove, and then that would not be an issue. So I believe I have that on. Let's go ahead and set that on its way. It should get me over in line, and I'm already screwing things up. That's great. Oh man, this is not good. I thought this would have been easy, but I guess it really wasn't.
Well, it's easier, but it was.
Yes, it definitely is easier, because you guys can see, you look at my hands. Well, you can't see my hands, but I'm like making finger puppets in the air. There's a monkey on the wall. You can see it with the shadow puppets that I'm doing here. It is nice, and plus I'm not smashing into everything. That, I think, was the hardest part. I know we don't have GPS on our truck, but that would be kind of nice if it's even... I don't think you can put the GPS on our truck, to be honest with you. But that would be nice for going up and down these groves, too. Maybe we'll look at getting a different trailer. I don't know. Like a smaller trailer would fit through this a little bit easier, but I don't think that trailer that we got would fit through these. What do you think, Taz?
That's a good question.
You may have to test that out. That's the Oracle that I'm talking about. That's the one I'm a little concerned about. Okay, get this set up over here. Get that off the wall here. Yeah, so we'll probably end up having to do a little bit of investigating on that.
Well,
that'll work.
at least we can go with outside and inside rows where it is made like a path.
Yes.
And go like 3 olive rows at the same time.
Yeah, we probably end up having to...
Should be enough range for harvesting.
And you're talking about going ahead and putting that trailer essentially right up against one of the olive groves, right? One of the rows?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it should possibly work. Because, guys, there is a treat involved in all of this. You remember that hand harvesting that we did with the grapes? Oh, yeah. You guys are going to have the opportunity to see some hand harvesting of olives. That should be interesting. Especially considering they're much harder to see than the grapes. I know it's going to be interesting. Oh, man. Oops. Let's get this thing turned around here. And I guess I'll take this little opportunity to say thanks to everyone who's been... that's going to work out right there. I'll just take this one right off the bat here. Get that going. Drop that like it's hot. Yep, there we go. Take this opportunity to thank everyone who has gone ahead and started watching our video that we got going on here, the video series. It's nice to see the comments in there, nice to see people wanting to see what we have going on. We're going to keep this going as long as we can. Moving on forward, though, the amount of times, or I should say the amount of videos we're going to be able to get out, can't make any guarantees on what that's all going to end up being. I was laid up the last couple of weeks, so Taz and I have had the opportunity to get some stuff rolling, get some stuff going here. But now I'm going to be, we're both going to be back out in the workforce rocking and rolling, whether we want to be or not. Taz is flashing me. Close your eyes, folks. Close your eyes. This is family friendly, Taz. So I'll be honest, I'm not sure what we're going to be going ahead and doing with this. I should say, as for how many videos we're going to be throwing out here in a row, that is what is kind of up in the air. But we're going to keep on rocking. We're going to keep on rolling. We're going to do what we can to get out as much of this stuff as we possibly can, because you guys are enjoying it. And that's what we want to go ahead and do. Give you guys something that you guys can enjoy, you can watch, and you can inspire. Or perspire. I don't know, depending on how much work you put into it. To being able to have that opportunity to work with somebody else on here and rock and roll and and have a great time. 'Cause I tell you what, I'm having a great time farming on here with Taz, working with him, seeing some neat little different things, having the opportunity to show you guys mods, and, well, having Taz kind of showing me some of the ins and outs and really just holding my hand through the whole process. I do appreciate it. So we're going to keep on rocking and rolling with the mulching here. We'll get all this stuff taken care of, and then we will probably go ahead and just cultivate this right away, or subsoil it, get it all done. And that's kind of what we got planned. I mean, we got olives, man. We got olives. Okay, guys, so little lesson for you. Shoot, I really messed this up. I don't know if that's going to help you, Taz, or not. I don't think it is, so... boy. I forgot to tighten down the tension straps. And we lost our tractor. Oh, man. Well, that's not all that good. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. I don't know, maybe... Oh, jeez. We'll just get this out of the way here. Maybe smashing? I don't know. Put that down here for a second, then I'll... Can you drive forward or no? There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, now we're caught under the truck. Oh, man, I guess that's something we should have expected. We were just kind of sitting here driving back, and that's what happened. Oh, boy, well, yikes. I guess that really is ultimately my fault. Let's see, this one's got to get in here first. It doesn't matter which one goes in first. We found out on this particular trailer, oh, my gosh, driving on straight helps. Oh, just a second, Taz. There we go. Driving on straight here helps kind of getting it where it's almost set up there. And then that gives us enough room to fit everything in here correctly. So I'll hop back in, lower that back down, strap us in, and then we'll take off. Just like...
Strap the implements.
Yes, strap the implements in, give Taz a seatbelt. I'm
On
just
the
glad...
Again.
Yeah. I'm just... Oh, that's right. On the truck, too?
Yeah.
All right. We're strapped in. Good. Whew. I would have hated to see Taz go flying off. Oh, man. That right there is a nice looking sausage. I tell you what. I'm kind of proud of how that turned out. Taz really stepped up his, well, I was going to say really stepped up his game, but he just continued the same game that he always has, and that's awesome. Ooh. Oh, man, yeah, I'll tell you what, when it came to those bales, I was just kind of panicking, maybe a hair on the inside. Hopefully I contained myself a little bit, but, well, it is what it is. There's panic in the air, and I'm fine with it. Well, we have finally made it back safely to our farm. Sorry, I had to think of what we were doing here. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You're not seeing any of this. You're not seeing any of this. We had finally made it back to our farm, nice and safe. Oh, shoot, I thought there was a road right there. Well, that backfired. Gotta go this way now. And Taz and I stood in the farmyard, looked at each other, scratched our chins, and like, well, what do we do now? Taz had the suggestion, well, let's do a contract. Well, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to on the wrong side of the road. Gosh darn it. We're going to head off to a contract. One of the other things that Taz had noticed when we got this ready, it's a cultivating contract. Taz had noticed that the cultivator we had was still set up for a little bit higher horsepower, which neither one of our tractors was going to be able to handle. So he sold that, came to the shop, grabbed another cultivator, and it's the exact same one as we got here, another little Discaro. So we got that rocking and rolling. There were two options for cultivating contracts. One, on Field 5, which we're actually heading out to do right now, which wasn't too bad. And I think it was, it's like 2 grand? I'd check that in a second here. It's like 2 grand. It's the white field in front of us. It must have been limed. And then there was another one for like, I think it was 23 grand that we could have got. That field right there. That field right there with our little bad mamma jammas. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. Taz, I actually did think about maybe doing that contract. But then I realized I love life a little too much and decided that's a bit too much punishment. Oh, man. So this is it. This is where we're going to go ahead and rock and roll here. Now, let's see if I can actually get the GPS set up correctly. I want to see if it'll happen. Get this on here. Nope. Nope. There it is. Auto width. Got that on there. Guidance on. Offset reversal. I don't think we need that on. Show lines. Yes. Show dots. Yes. Let's see. Create or load track. I thought I did that already.
Select track from the list.
You already put one on the list there, Taz?
There is like 3 tracks.
Okay. So it
on
just
that
says.
So you can select one of those and just auto it.
Okay. That's kind of weird that it makes you do that even if you're kind of creating a new one. Okay, so I can kind of see it on there. It's a little hard to see on the white, but it does look like we're lined up pretty good. Oh, I almost took off without dropping that thing down. So that's very convenient. So this is the first time I've taken this tractor out to really do something where we're kind of maxing out the horsepower. Taz, what was the horsepower for this disc harrow? I don't remember.
For yours?
Yeah. Did you get the same one as me, or we got different ones?
No.
Okay. No.
For yours is 100 horsepower and for mine 120.
Okay. Sounds good. Perfect.
Oh, for 3 meters.
Okay.
So the difference is yours is weight more by 100 kilograms.
Okay. So mine's heavier, and it's requires less horsepower.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. Oh, plus, the other major difference is, from what I can see, yours is yellow and mine is red. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe yours thinks it's really a John Deere or something. I don't know. Oh, man. Not sure if I got that. I guess it doesn't matter. This is just a contract anyways. Yeah, so I know when I think it was the first episode that I kind of mentioned this, that contracts were really not going to be our thing. It wasn't going to be the thing that we were going to go ahead and do. But it's noon, September the 2nd, September 2, second half of September, however you guys want to look at it. And we're done with all of our chores. I mean, why not? Why? It's either that or we're going to go waste the rest of the day by sleeping through it when we can come here and earn a couple extra bucks, do something to be kind of productive. I don't know. I know that's not what I initially said, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine as long as we've completed all of our tasks, all of our chores. Now, ideally, I know I always try and work to this point, and I'm pretty sure Taz does too. Ideally, it's nice to go ahead and get yourself to a spot where you don't need to do contracts. Contracts are just kind of an option. Do you kind of feel that same way, Taz, or are you really... Oh, shoot, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Are you really big into doing contracts, or you just kind of just do contracts rarely?
Yeah, contracts for me are a rare thing.
They're a rare thing? You pretty much are self-sufficient and just kind of pass through everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Myself, I'm kind of opposite as that. I see contracts as an opportunity, especially when you're first starting off, as a way to go ahead and earn some cash. So I guess at this moment here, guys, comment down below. Which side are you on? Are you on Team LockNutz or are you on Team Taz? Do you prefer contracts is a way to make yourself money when you're first getting yourself started off, or do you see contracts as just something to do very rarely? They're just kind of Comment down below. Let me know what you have to think about that. Which team are you on? Team LockNutz or Team Taz? Unfortunately, I am Team LockNutz, so I can't be on Team Taz. Otherwise, since Taz is saying it, I probably would be on Team Taz. Oh, man. But this is fun. This is fun. I know I keep saying this, guys, but it really is fun getting out here, working with somebody else, doing something a little bit different, having that opportunity. Taz and I were just kind of talking about some of the other maps that we had played on, and Taz brought up a very good point, that here on this map, on Adelshoven, there are tons and tons of grapes already on the map, already ready to go. And Haute Belleron, one of the base game maps for FS22, doesn't have any, correct, Taz, or it has very few?
I don't think I saw any of the grapes already placed when you start the game.
Which to me, what we were both saying, seems really, really weird. I know I had kind of mentioned this in my mod review of this particular map, and kind of like I was telling Taz when we were just screwing around, I guess is the best way to say it, when we were dodging cliffs, trying not to die on our way back from our olives. That seems very, very odd. This map here seems like, because of all the little bits and pieces, it has poplars. It has, oh shoot, the trees there. It has poplars already planted on the map. It has olives already planted on the map. Grapes are already planted on the map. All of the production facilities are already on the map. To me, it almost feels like this really, I don't know if it should be, or definitely needs to be mentioned when you're talking at starting maps. Now, obviously, this isn't a starting map, but it definitely should be, just because it gives you that option. FS22 came out and it wanted to showcase all these new things. The grapes, the olives, obviously poplars were in the game already, but grapes and olives, nice little vineyard, and they're so very rarely used on the new maps, the starter maps, the base game maps, that it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. But, you know, it is what it is. Giants made their mind up. I'm not going to stop playing the game because they didn't have olives. Taz, are you going to stop playing the game because they didn't have olives or grapes planted on the map?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, see? Doesn't matter. Still a great game. We may not necessarily agree or understand some of this stuff, but gosh darn it, we're going to keep rocking and rolling together out here, doing a little bit of contract work. This is just the icing on top of the cake at this point. Completed the chores, making a little extra side cash. Gotta love it, guys. Got to love it. Well, everyone, we knocked that one right out of the park. I tell you what, it was kind of nice to, I guess, have our cake and eat it too. I don't know. There's a lot of cake theme going on here. I'm noticing that. Icing on the cake, eating it too. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. We were able to go ahead and knock that contract out, still with plenty of time left in the day. I don't know if we're going to look at doing another contract here. There's quite a bit of stuff. There are a handful of fertilizing contracts that are available to us. There's a handful of, there's one seeding contract that I seen was over $100,000 for us. It's to do potatoes, though. Potatoes take a lot of seed. Now, if I were going about doing that myself personally, I would definitely think about doing it. I'd get a hopper of seed, and if I had a mod to be able to go ahead and purchase seed really, really cheap, or potatoes really, really cheap, I should say. Maybe just set a helper out there and let it rock and roll, even if it costs me $20,000 in helper fees. I'd still make $80,000 off of it. Or even if it's $60,000 with potato costs that you'd have to buy to refill the seeder. I don't know. I don't know. Taz and I are not doing that contract, though. That's just not happening. Not happening at all. We're just gonna head on back, get our stuff taken care of, probably wash up. I know I'm gonna wash up the tractor and the cultivator here a little bit. Not sure what Taz wants to do. Oh, and that's right. Tell you what I'm gonna do here in just a second. Actually, get cruise control going forward right there. Hop on off, and Taz, I am going to collect the contract right now. Booyah. $2,200. There's a baling contract up there. That one might not be too terrible for us. It'd be kind of neat to go ahead and do a little bit more baling. Let's see, what do they actually want from us on that baling contract? Dry the bales, so we'd just be drying them and baling them. It's not a terrible idea. They are wanting us to make round bales, so that is a possibility for something us to do to kind of finish out the rest of our day. Not too sure. Not too sure. We do only have one mower, though, so that kind of puts a damper on that. But we are making some cash. We are making some headway. That's for darn sure. Drive on up over here. Show Taz is spraying all over the place with his flashlight in his hand. I'll just fill up the tank a little bit. Fill that thing up with gas. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Our tractors are actually pretty darn similar in size and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? I don't know if he's actually spraying his vehicle, but it looks like he's spraying up in the air. Oh man, this is awesome, guys. This is awesome. This is what teamwork really is all about. And if you guys are thinking this is cool, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're liking what you're hearing, liking what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that subscription. Taz is not going to be allowed to eat tonight if you guys don't go ahead and hit that subscription. I know, it's unfair. It's unfair. But that's what he said. So you better go ahead and hit that subscription to help us out. Turn the notification bell to on and have it set on all. That way you know when this and other great videos are coming out by myself and with Taz in here when he can have the opportunity. Guys, go ahead and share this video with somebody who likes cake. I think that's the only thing that we can do at this point. Share it with somebody who likes cake, for crying out loud. Oh, from myself and Taz, thanks for stopping by.